Hello, I'm Michael Glass from michaelglass.com, where we focus on making informed decisions about our financial future. This is our forex-technical-analysis trading plan for the pound dollar, the euro dollar, and the dollar franc. Before we pull up our video, we always want to start off our disclosures. Any symbols you see today should not be inferred as a trading recommendation. No matter what form of investing you choose, stock, forex, futures, options, they all have a level of risk associated with them. You can lose all of your money. Any strategy we show today are for informational purposes only. Future results are not guaranteed. And finally, any investment decision you make is solely your own responsibility. Trade at your own risk. As we said, this is our forex-technical-analysis trading plan for the pound dollar, the euro dollar, and the dollar franc. In each video, we look at the prior session's price action to come up with key support and resistance price levels. We'll review the gold chart to come up with leading sentiment. We'll try to create a low volatility and inside bar watch list, and we have an education spotlight at the end. Please send your feedback and comments to contact@dmbfx.com, and let's head to the charts. As we look at this week in Forex, we can see that the market has taken a sideways price action. The volatility has dropped off. Volatility is at its lowest level here in the States since 2007, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that our central banks have pledged to keep their interest rates low, which means the potential yield is going to be low also. So a lot of our Forex options have also seen low volatility. This week we'll also see the political shakeup in Europe. We have elections in France and Greece, and it looks like Sarkozy may lose to the Socialist Party in France. We had our payroll data here this week. The numbers came in lower than expected. And of course, until we have consistent job growth above 200K, quantitative easing in the States is still on the table. But what about quantitative easing in the UK? For the past 2 weeks, for the most part, quantitative easing, the data in the UK has been to the downside. And so again, even though they're going through rough austerity measures, will they begin to ease to help the market? And finally, what are we going to watch for this week? Well, we got the Bank of England decision for the UK, and we also have China CPI data to be released this week. So it's real light, both on the U.S. Treasuries, the stock market, a lot of light data, and we're light on data also here in the Forex side of the market. All right, so here we are looking at the dollar. And what's interesting about this and what we talked about last week was that here we were last week, and we said that this is basically, the defense point here. We talked about these wicks in here, and that if we're going to hold on to this 79 support level, we needed to go up right there, and we did exactly that. Got ourselves back into this range, but keep in mind, we are making lower highs, so this is where the sellers may come in, but once again, we have strength in the dollar, weakness in the eurozone, and that may lead us into going a little bit higher. But if the trend's going to hold up, we're going to pull back. We're really snaking around 79. That's my point. And until I see some break of that trend, I'm not really seeing the trending yet. But there's hope there. We'll see. We'll just see what's going on here. Just to give you a rough idea of what we got to get above to really see the dollar take off and get back and retest the highs. So strength of the dollar, as we talked about earlier, what led to weakness in gold. And as far as gold is concerned, what we talked about is that 1660 price level, snaking around that. We're snaking around it, and it's being resistance. You can see that although our ultimate support is around 1600, but we're also seeing support in the 1620 price level, which is where we are. So we're really seeing a snaking process, and just like I said for the dollar, I don't really see that trend to really start buying something into. I really need to see a breakout of this range. You could draw a wedge here to really hope to see that this will start to move and start trending in one direction or the other. Woohoo for our pocketbooks. Got a little break at the pump, not that much, not as much as sure a lot of us want. But the good news is that not only are we back into this 96.102 channel, that we broke the swing low the last time we got in here. So we're coming up on a 200 moving average. Hopefully we'll stay in this range, and even better if we can break below that 96. So we are starting off after seeing where we are with the dollar, and we talked about earlier about the low volatility in the market, and also there's that split. You know, the dollar has been a little bit stronger, the U.S. markets have been a little bit stronger than some of the European markets, and we can really see when we look at this long term, this sideways price action that we've been in from, you can see all of these buyers finding value at this 1.305. Let's go all the way down here, 1.30. You know, buyers have really been defending that price level here in 2012. We see that consistently. And we've gotten as far as up to 1.347. We've got a lower high here, and we're potentially putting in a lower high right now this week. We can see this 200 moving average also potentially acting as resistance. So what does that mean? Well, it means we're still in a channel. We could go in and, you know, draw a line up here this way, use our 200 moving average resistance, and want to see this market break out one way or the other. But the other thing is, again, we've seen the market channel sideways. So that's that low volatility, that's that consolidation. We haven't found a market that's trending yet, except for, let's go out to our long-term time frame and see that we are in a downtrend longer time frame. So that's one way to look at it. But as we begin looking at it a daily, we're just in a range, and we have not found that ability to break above the 200 moving average or break below this 1.30 price point. Now, the pound dollar, it's a different situation. It's a little bit stronger. Well, not a little bit. It is stronger. And within the last 2 weeks, we've actually broken out of that range. We've broken out of that range. So let's go long term on this one. And you can see we still have a swing high here at 1.67, which is still a ways off. But more importantly, you can see this. Where did we stop this week? Right here at the 50 moving average. So the pound dollar is looking like it wants to go ahead and make a move up, potentially go see this 200 moving average, but it's definitely showing some strength here. So we finally broke out, maybe coming down and retesting what was once resistance. Will it hold up as support? Down here also the 20 moving average here. Definitely a breakout, potentially starting to see the market trend just a little bit here to the upside on the pound dollar. We'll finish off with the dollar franc, and you can see something similar where the market has really just been in a sideways price action for 2012, and it is starting to narrow. But again, we're looking at 0.928, 0.908 as our range, and whether or not we can finally break out and start to see a trending action on the dollar franc. As we come to our watch list, we have our low volatility watch list, which are 1 hour time frame using Bollinger Bands. We don't have any candidates. Our inside bar watch list is looking at the range of today compared to the previous day, and we don't have any candidates there also. So no watch list candidates this weekend. Now for our education spotlight, we're talking about knowing what your edge is. You have to know what it is that gives you an advantage in the market. You have to know who you are so that you are putting the advantage on your side. You're stacking the deck. And we do that by knowing who we are as a trader, knowing what we trade, knowing how we trade it, and we layer that together to have positive expectancy about your trading results, knowing if I continue to trade my edge over time, I'm going to be a successful trader. What is your edge? You don't trade just to trade, you trade your edge. You're emotionally disciplined to trade your edge and allow your edge, again, to weigh things in your favor so that it's no longer a fair battle. As always, please comment, like, and subscribe. Again, we plan to have some more videos, instructional videos, so if it's a particular video that you're looking for, let us know. As the summer comes up, we're going to have more time, so give us some videos that you would like for us to make. You know about our resources. We have our great mentor sessions and put our expertise to work for you in our Forex accounts. And of course, if you're looking for signals, we have that for you also. But in the end, it's about knowing who you are, knowing your edge, and having a trading mindset to pull the trigger on each and every trade, and we can help you do that through our mentor program. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.